In the Field updates on Market Journal are supported by the Nebraska Corn Board. Up next, it's time to get a look at how things are shaping up for our in-state ag producers as we head out and into the field. This week, we're visiting with popcorn seed producer Josh Zangger from North Loup, Nebraska, checking in on how his spring planting season's been going for them. Josh, thank you very much for the time. Give us some background on your operation.
Yeah, the operation W.O. Zangger and Son was incorporated in 1954 by my great-grandfather. He first started with Polled Hereford, had the first registered breed of Polled Hereford. And at that time in the 1930s, he started growing popcorn also. He grew that for, I believe, a group out of Denver, Colorado, Fox Intermountain Theaters. This area in Valley County from Burwell down to St. Paul had almost 5 processing companies that processed popcorn and sold it. In the 1937 USDA Digest, this area produced almost 50% of the total popcorn needs and consumption by the United States. So there is a rich background of growing popcorn in this area. So my father, Charles, started breeding popcorn in the early 1980s. And the main goal at that time was to create varieties that were shorter season, where that could be grown further north. They would mature properly and not get a frost, which is what he ran into. So that is our main goal today. Is we produce popcorn varieties for different growing locations and for different market traits, like theater popcorn, microwave popcorn, popcorn that is in a ball shape to be coated. So that's primarily our main purpose here.
What does marketing look like on your operation? Where is the final destination of your product?
Sure. Yeah, we first started in Nebraska, and then from there we branched into other popcorn growing states, which would be like Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, Illinois. And then from there we developed some good partnerships overseas. So we ship to about over 30 different countries. And then we have distributorships like in Europe, South Africa, to name a few, where they distribute to other countries. So sometimes we're not even sure completely where our whole outreach is, but we do ship quite a bit internationally.
So how has planting season been going for your crew this year?
Yeah, pretty good. You know, we started with kind of a warmer winter, followed by kind of a cooler, rainier start to the spring. So we got a little bit behind just in our here with our nurseries and stuff with the rain, but it was also good to get the rain. And we planted out west first, which is usually opposite for us. So we just, like any year, you know, Mother Nature, part of agriculture is being flexible to the environment. So we're catching up right now, but so far it's been a pretty good spring.
I noticed that planter behind you. How does planting on your operation differ, perhaps from a traditional operation?
Well, for any grower that's actually growing popcorn, there's not a lot of difference for them. Use the same planters, same combines. They use less inputs typically, less fertilizer, less water, a little bit different pay structure, but not a lot of difference. For us as a seed company, we have to conduct a lot of research. So every year we test almost up to 2,000 different varieties of popcorn. So what you're looking at is a research plot planter made by a company in Kansas. SRES is the type of planter. And with that planter, we're capable of doing what we call research plots. So we can plan a plot that may have 500 different varieties, and we may have those be 4 rows, 40 feet long, or 2 rows, 20 feet long, and we can do that throughout a whole field or a section of the field. And what this allows us to do is check each one of these varieties for not only agronomic traits, but quality traits that allow us to pursue the next best variety.
So what is the key to growing good popcorn?
Well, the key to growing good popcorn, really it starts with location. And Nebraska happens to be one of the best places to grow popcorn, especially central to western Nebraska, northern Nebraska. That is because we tend to have higher elevation, we tend to have less fungal diseases, we have good irrigation, we have good growers, and we have the right environment, especially in August and September, to help basically finish out or cure the popcorn and help it dry down, which is a key part to having good quality popcorn.